may as well get started. It is 6:31, so today I'm gonna go ahead and start playing Digimon World Dusk. Hopefully I'll have this completed comfortably before the 31st. I will still be doing Phasmophobia streams and World of Horror, but I'll be honest, I have been wanting to play Digimon, in case you couldn't tell by some of the branding choices I've been making. So without further ado, there's no one. Oh, who's watching right now? Thanks for dropping in. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the game. I'm gonna do boy for this one because I'm planning on playing as a girl for Dawn. Thanks for coming back, Aces. Some of these DS games are so much easier to play on a PC because of the mouse. But like, if you happen to see the playthrough I was doing, I just had to basically drop World Championship. That game was not good by any stretch. And the mouse actually made it harder than just using a stylus. Alright, now I think I know the attack pack is super busted, but I'm gonna go with the defense pack actually, because I'm a sucker for Caramon and its whole evolutionary line. So, and like it's literally two of my favorite Digimon right here. I love the Tentomon line and I love the Caramon line. Both are so great. So for Lunamon, we'll go ahead and name her Oh, I can't even fit that. Alright. Commandramon. Huh. I mean, yeah, if I don't know if you've ever played Cardfight Vanguard, but the whole Tachikaze clan in that is pretty much exactly that. Like gun dinosaurs. So aesthetically, you would at least probably enjoy it. I don't know if you play card games or not, but Kabuterimon. Man, there's a lot of bugs I like. We'll go with Ladybird for this one because that's what they call ladybugs in some parts of the world. I think it's somewhere in Europe, like the UK. I don't know, but it fits because Kabuterimon is like ugly as heck in like the best way possible. England, yeah. And then we got my boy. This is that feels suitable. All right. Oh, I forgot how slow the text in this game is. Oh my god. So it's been getting colder. I'm worried I'm going to catch a cold. The Union tournament will soon commence. Nightcrow cannot allow Lightfang to get the upper hand. Before the normal tournament tomorrow, I want all of you to practice. I've talked to the Digimon in Thriller Ruins to not interfere with the practices, so practice freely. This is kind of weird that she can just kind of like talk to the Digimon there. Can't let Lightfang. Yeah, this is just basic exposition-y stuff. But the fact that she can just talk to the like random wandering Digimon and say, "Hey, don't fight us," like why can't they do that normally for like everyone? Like, hey, maybe just don't attack the people that are walking around here. I think I really dislike Newton. That's what I remember from when I was younger and played this game. We should go too. Keep up with Newton. Maybe it's Punch. You know what? I think I actually dislike a lot of the like rival slash like buddy characters in this game. Travel the farthest spot. That makes sense, I guess. Maybe we should go on farther. I'm trying to remember. There's a game I played. So Rygo the Golden. His name's Rygo in this. There's another game I played. In Digimon, it's either Hunger or Dark. Yeah, that's for sure. At least in the dub, right? Yeah, some of them definitely. Like, I want to say it's Apocalypse or something that, in the dub it was some issue with pizza. So, you know, tacos probably would settle the issue. At least with like the Sukamon type guys. I think it would definitely, they'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, one of the things that does mildly irk me when you start out the game is, it's not a problem with this Digimon at least, but some of these Digimon have moves that only affect like AoE, and so it feels like a waste of MP to use. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm so used to playing Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, where there's just a generic attack option. It's kind of throwing me off that I have to use like MP based moves to attack at all. So wait, is Newton's partner straight up it's Kokuwagamon, right? You know, actually, one of the odd things about, I don't know if the original Digimon World DS had this issue, but the translation, they localized some of the Digimon weird in this game. So, like, Bearmon is actually Kumamon, which is just like Bearmon in Japanese. It's called Kumamon. But it's odd that for these games specifically, they chose not to translate it, and then in other games, they did. And the other thing, since I've got Kurisarimon in my party, something that really bothers me, it's literally supposed to be like Chrysalismon, but they decided to keep all the R's instead of the L's when they localized it. It just feels off. And that's like one of the problems I think Digimon's always had over Pokemon. Like in Pokemon, we've never had issues with localization because like Pokemon names are changed for essentially every language they're in, except for like some legendaries and stuff like that, and Pikachu and Eevee. But in Digimon, they're constantly changing. This game probably need another. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. As a kid, of course, I loved it because I just really loved Digimon. Pokemon guards its IP like Disney. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, maybe it's just Bandai. Bandai is really weird about a lot of their stuff in that they really seem to care about it. Like, for the card game, they're really going after people who are setting up, like, online stuff, like on Tabletop Simulator for the Digimon card game. They're like, hey, no, that's not okay. And maybe that's because they're planning on doing their own online simulator, which, I mean, that would make sense. That's fine. But they're like really being aggressive about that, which is not how they've been in the past. Maybe, I'm not 100% on that, but I would agree. Pokemon's pretty crazy. Like, still fun because Digimon won. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. The tech. Thankfully, you can kind of like mash to eat through the text, but I don't really hold this game's story in the highest regard. It's fine. It's fun. It's Digimon. But it's definitely a lot easier to overlook some of its flaws if you're a kid who really likes Digimon and not an adult who's playing it because you remember having fun playing it as a kid. I remember some of the like side quests in this game. The encounter rates in some of the wild areas in here are just so egregious that it was a slog to do some stupid like delivery fetch quest. Just like if they just cranked that down a little bit. Actually, I should probably look up patches for this game, like fan patches, just to see if people have made it a little bit better. I mean, it's a little late because I've already started, but it's not that bad. I could always just catch up or something like that off stream. That's the other thing, is that they're releasing a Gallantmon starter deck, and when people are discussing it, they're always like, oh, Dukemon, oh, Gallantmon, because they've been so back and forth about localizing the dang names of the guys. I haven't really seen Chaos Gallantmon like used that often. As far as their like tamer team names go, I think that Nightcrow isn't bad. It's like, you know, very generic anime edgy, but like it's kind of cool. One of the interesting things is that I believe Dawn actually opens up with this scene right off the bat. You don't even get that little intro where you're attacked by wild Digimon or anything. So already you have more content in this game than in Dawn. At least from like a kid who's just booted the games up perspective. I think they did a good job utilizing the top screen for all the sort of like clerical stuff in this game, like the farm islands and that sort of thing, where there's a cutscene happening up top that people are watching on the screen. So let me think. If I were in charge of developing this, and I wanted to make it a little bit better. First off, I will say the sprites are absolutely gorgeous in a lot of the situations. The overworld sprites, maybe they could use some work in some respects, but for the most part, they're okay. The battle sprites, the only one I think I can think of that I feel like is not the best is Patamon's. And if anyone doesn't know like what that Digimon is, it's the orange one with wings. I'm sure you know Aces, but just for posterity, because I'm probably going to upload this to YouTube. The sprite for it in this game is just, I don't know, it doesn't look that good. Oh, I was totally just zoning out for that conversation. I think they actually might have reused most of that dialogue for the Tamer Lounge in Dawn too. So yeah, I definitely have to go out here. Definitely add a run button. You move really slow. I know you were saying that you played on an emulator solely to speed the game up, and I think that was maybe the best option. Just because, yeah. Co. He kind of looks like one of the protagonists from Demi Kids. I wonder what's with the whole. Yeah, definitely agree there. Especially coming off of everything just being so 3D. Like, it's just so nice to see some crunchy sprites. And I like that, like, the way the following Digimon are animated. Like, ugh, just so good. I have to win. Darts of Nightcrow, let's get it on. Did he just say who will be the winner with a period at the end? Yeah, I mean, there were, I want to say there were some 3DS games that actually used sprites. Although, now that I think about it, most of them were like remasters of pre-existing DS games. Like the Devil Survivor, like remastered games. There were sprite. Actually, I think everything in Soul Hackers was sprites. But again, that's a remaster of like a super old, I want to say, Super Nintendo game. Yeah, that's true. There's a ton of there's a ton of sprite-based games on the Switch right now. But like you said, in the big IP stuff, there's, oh Jesus. I mean, it doesn't matter if I win or lose this fight, but like, I was kind of hoping that Lunamon would last a little bit longer there. Yeah, but the big IPs, it'll, if Project Triangle Strategy or whatever the heck that new strategy game Square Enix is working on takes off, I mean, that's all sprite stuff and it looks pretty nice, but strategy games like that are kind of a niche like genre of game to begin with, so I don't know how big it'll be or if it'll even spawn like a series or if it's just going to be a one-off game. Alright, now I can just bully his Coronamon. Yeah, they announced it at the last Nintendo Direct. And it looked really good. It looked like Final Fantasy Tactics with a little bit more like choice-based decisions impacting the plot. Choice-based decisions. Yeah, that's what a decision frickin' is. But yeah, it looks good. I'm probably gonna pick it up. I have the demo actually on my Switch that I still have not gotten around to playing. I'm playing a DS game from like what, 2008, 2009, instead of playing a game that was just released that I'm super interested in. Yeah, I bet if I got a capture card, I would be way more motivated to do that. But such is life. Yeah, right? I don't think I've ever beaten a Fire Emblem game on Lunatic, but I keep buying them and I keep trying to play Lunatic. It's just not gonna happen. But it looks good and it's fun, so that's what really matters. So, pretty cool bit of trivia here. If you lose this fight, these two say the exact same thing. It literally doesn't matter. There's not even alternate dialogue for if you lose. They're not like, hey, nice attempt. They're just like, I'm proud of you for playing a tutorial fight. You know, I feel like actually a lot of the game's dialogue issues and weirdly translated names might come from the yeah, I was gonna say, I think maybe the localizers actually got handed this game and they were like, all right, you got a week to translate this into English. And they're like, oh, it's Digimon. Those guys, their name's just the same shit with Mon at the end, right? Yeah, that'll work. And then they threw all the dialogue through like Google Translate and made sure that everything sounded grammatically correct. And then that was that. Dark Moon City. Yeah, every so often they'll just refer to the town as City in that red font. Alright, let me do some exploring. That's where... A lot of the fun for Digimon games for me comes from just like in Pokemon games, I don't care about filling out the Pokedex very much. That's not something I care about. I usually focus on building competitive teams. But in Digimon, because there's not really like a competitive scene, maybe that's why, I focus on filling out like the Digidex or whatever you want to call it. Because it's just interesting how all sorts of Digimon can just change into different crap. And they have like sort of branching evolutionary lines where maybe two different Digimon happen to digivolve into the same thing. I just think that's kind of neat. And so I like exploring all those little possibilities. Although in this game, I'm pretty sure a lot of the lines are really straightforward and kind of bland. Yeah, I'm really selling the game though, right? Definitely check this out. You move slow, the dialogue's bad, it's mistranslated, and also it's not as good as other Digimon games you could play. Oh wait, the Tamer Home's this way, isn't it? No, okay. They purposely made it, I guess, in both Dawn and Dusk that the Tamer home is on the map farthest, is that west? Farthest west from your Tamer clan office thing. That just seems like a waste of time. Dang, I didn't realize how much dialogue they just so for the intro, a lot of the dialogue's reused, but for the actual like plot, yeah, definitely for the HD Game of the Year edition for the Nintendo Switch 2, Digimon World. Let's see, we got Dawn and Dusk, so we'll go with the new Pokemon remakes, and we got like Darkest Dawn and Darkest Dawn, no, Darkest Dusk and Brilliant Dawn or some, no, that's what they call the Brilliant Pearl, right? Whatever. I haven't seen Fascomon since this game. I've never seen him ever before or since this game. In Dawn you get Gatomon, but here you have this guy. I should look him up later. Actually, I think I'm gonna look him up as soon as this chunk of dialogue's done, because I've never encountered him ever. He's just teaching me how to use the PCs anyway. Fascomon. Of course, it would have an attack called the Eucalyptus Claw. Why wouldn't it? It's actually faster to mash the buttons than to try using the touchscreen. Yeah, there we go. Dusk main. They like giving alternate forms to stuff in Digimon even more than they do in Pokemon. We got how many forms of Wargreymon? And of course, I'm talking all this shit, but I really do love this IP. And I actually was introduced to Digimon before I was introduced to Pokemon, because I had the VHS of the Digimon movie as a kid. And let me think. I think my first exposure to Pokemon was actually when they were selling the cereal for one of the movies. And a kid from school offered me some of the cereal, and I thought it was really gross. And then the first time I actually... Yeah, the only time we've seen anything for Baby Kangaskhan is in its Mega, and that's literally just bigger Baby Kangaskhan. They're not really committing to having Cubone be like Baby Kangaskhan or anything, and having... You know, that I think that's an issue with the first game, actually. They have this whole, like, plot about Cubone wearing his dead mom's skull, and then Marowak being evolved Cubone. But I think it would make so much more sense if... and I know I'm not the first person to propose this. This has always been a thing discussed by so many Pokemon fan groups. Yeah, I did. And honestly, I think that should have gone in to the game. Like, it just makes sense. Speaking of beta leaks, some of those beta gold and silver designs, I like the little puppy, or no, the cat, the dark type cat with the bell on its neck. What's up? Oh, okay. I think my food might have been delivered, so I'm actually going to stand up while this horrible cutscene plays. Do you want to use a fork or the plastic fork they provided us with?
Fork for me, or
Yes.
do you have to do it?
Alright. Thanks for bearing with me there. I ordered Mexican food and it just got delivered. What's up?
The corner?
Oh, yeah. No, it's okay. Where the heck did the thing go?
If it's lost, don't worry about it.
That's fine, because I'm not using a full screen thing. City's security was attacked by a virus. Yep. I have been looking forward to these tamales. Oh, I'm wrapping that right into the mic. I've been looking forward to these tamales for like an hour now. My Digimon has turned back into a rookie. Which one? It doesn't matter because, you know, it's all of them. They just didn't bother to say all of your Digimon have turned back into rookies. And that's just another thing that goes to show is the translation team that really dropped the ball here, because Japanese, everything is sort of like singular when you say it, and it's context that tells you whether it's plural a lot of the time. So it's in Japanese they would essentially say your Digimon has turned into rookie, and the people who were translating were just like, oh yeah, your Digimon has turned into a rookie, instead of bothering to look at the context. Oh man, that's really good. speaking of Pokemon, actually, in this Digimon chat, you see the leaks, or not leaks, it was an official reveal. The reveal for Legends Arceus, or Arceus, depending on who you're talking about. Because I am super excited about that game. That's what I was kind of hoping Sword and Shield would be. Yeah, actually, I did see that in the opening. The fact that there was a frame rate drop in their trailer is so concerning. Like, it's the trailer. I know the game's under development, but you really can't put together something that's like constant 30 FPS for the trailer. Like, please, you're trying to sell this game to people, and this is what you're showing them. But that aside, I've been a simp for Pokemon for a long time. I won't be buying the remakes of Diamond and Pearl personally, because I just recently replayed Platinum, and so I really don't see any real need to, unless they add something drastically new in the DPP remakes. I just can't. Oh, you boycotted. Yeah, that's fair. I was sold on it right away because I love bug types, and when I saw Centiskorch and Frostmoth, I was like, alright, okay, you got me. And I did have fun with it. It just, the DLC should not have been DLC, that should have been base game. Moth, yeah. Alright, let's see here. There's some, I used to play on Showdown. I haven't recently. I've been actually, one of my friends, I've been trying to get them to sort of get me back into it, because I know they play, but they're either busy or they just don't really get back to me quickly, so we have trouble scheduling our fights. Let's see. Yeah, this is one of them tutorial boss fights, so I can just kind of spam whatever does the most damage. I'm pretty sure this thing's immune to status effects anyway, so I don't need to... Hello? I don't need to worry about trying to poison it or paralyze it or anything. See, like, Dark Crusher is just inherently better than Crazy Giggle because it only does it has 1 point of effect less, and it has paralyzed chance. And they cost the exact same as far as MP goes. So unless you're fighting a guy that you know has immunity to paralyze, you would just, I think, always use Data Crusher or whatever I just said. And this is so odd. Like, I get that there's an attribute difference, like Claw Tech. Oh yeah, that thing freaked me out. I love the laugh sound effect. They did such a good job with it. Like, I like it now as an adult who is very into horror, but as far as kid stuff goes, that thing freaked the hell out of me. I didn't even see what move I was using. Yeah, Claw Attack. Let's see, HP drain. Don't need that. Yeah, here, I'm gonna... If this thing actually does get poisoned, then my childhood memory is off. Yeah. I actually didn't play Doom very much as a kid. I don't know if that was because I didn't really have a computer, or if it was because my parents were a little stricter about the ratings on games I played. But my dad would always tell me about Doom, and it sounded creepy, so I never actually saw any of the designs from it as a kid. I just sort of imagined what they would look like. So when I did see the first Doom game, as like a teenager, basically, I was like, this is what you were telling me about? Like, what? Oh, I definitely get that. Yeah. Trying to think of, I'm not super involved in that scene. I was a lot more interested, I think, sort of early high school. I haven't played the most recent one, but I played the first, I think, 2016 Doom, like the quote unquote first Bethesda one, and it was fun. Very different, obviously, than its original, but I had a good time with it. This boss theme is not great, but there is one theme that I should be able to get to pretty soon that just goes so hard. I don't even know what it's called, but it's when you take like these weird digital shortcut things. I wonder if they programmed this boss to only deal like 1 damage at a time to your version exclusive Digimon to make you value it after it gets absolutely trounced in that first fight, because I don't think there's any way around it, like dying in that first one. So this is like, your former weakest is now your strongest. And there it goes. Yeah, actually, if I had played Cyber Sleuth as a kid, I think the Eaters really would have terrified the crap out of me. Oh, hey, Ellie. Was there, a bottle of Coke in the bag?
Hold on. What?
Was there a bottle of Coke in that bag? Because I ordered a
I don't know.
glass bottle of Coke.
I'm not within reach.
All
Is it
right.
right there?
Yo. That's a bummer.
Excuse me.
Well, they may have forgotten my Coke, but these tamales were kick-ass. Yeah, this plot point is also used in Dawn. The uppity kids who don't want to do logistics work, they want to adventure. Actually, as a kid, my brother owned Dawn and I owned Dusk. And we both played for like the same amount of time. And I don't know why it never occurred to us to battle each other in this game. Like, that's why they made two versions, kind of. Let's see. This is the office, which means the other end of the map is where the shop is. Just gotta get my Digifarm card. Nope. Shoot. That's what I get for trying to clean up my workspace here. Wormmon. I love Wormmon too. Alright. Gotta name my island. If my guy's name was Darts, then let's go for Rabbit Island. What's up? Did Floyd sneak up on you?
You scared me.
I think it's weird how they have him wait as though there's actually a file sending. Like, I understand wanting to immerse me, but my suspension of disbelief could have gone maybe a second longer to not have him do that. Uh-oh, the other three. Who could have possibly forced their way out? Although I'm pretty sure in this game, early game, Kapurimon is actually kind of brutal if you're not paying attention. So maybe they would make good city guards even in their baby form. But are you used to hearing this theme a lot? Because they reuse it for multiple places. And 1 second, gotta clean up this garbage right here. All right. We're like 30 minutes into the game, and we've barely done any playing. Alright, I lost like all my AoE attacks. I feel like they were trying to go for the Hoenn horns with this music here, and they just didn't quite get the same effect. That's fair. That's definitely fair. I will say that this game's particular world is so bland compared to some of the others that, like, all they really need to tell you is that there's Digimon here. Like, I don't think this is File Island. Like, all the official world games take place on File Island, as far as I know. I don't think there are any that don't. Like this, Dawn and Digimon World DS and Digimon World Championship are all called Digimon World, but their original Japanese titles are something entirely different. Yeah, I think it might actually be a oh, it is a sousaphone, yeah. For some reason, I just thought you typed saxophone. And that's why I'm going for... Well, I guess I don't need to paralyze him if he's already paralyzed. So, I know that these games are notoriously easy, Dawn and Dusk both, but I think I am going to try and, like, do some meta stat stuff, just because it's such a slow game that if I can just, like, power through everything with some, like, high, like, some, like, Crimson mode, I almost said Dukemon again. What's his name? Gallantmon? Yeah. Pretty sure he can just, like, solo this game. Let's get that out of the way there. challenge run. Like Nuzlocking Digimon. Actually, I think there's a... I don't know who set it up, but there is a rule set for Nuzlocking Digimon. I could pull that up, actually. Although, it is pretty easy to have your Digimon get knocked out. That's so annoying that you can't just tap on a Digimon. You have to hit confirm there. You know, I can do a semi Nuzlocke where I only take the like the first Digimon I get for each area. So I guess that leaves me with Betamon here, or Betamon. Are there two? No, it's just one T, so Beta. I have always just not... it would work in this game to an extent. Like, if I'm only scanning data from the first Digimon I encounter in an area, like, it's fine. I won't get any of the fun Digimon, though, if I do that. Because it takes a while, like in Login Mountain. I think one of the only, like, really good spawns there is Vmon. And its spawn rate is so low that you're just... it's not gonna happen. The other thing about Digimon is that, like, the whole point of can I beat Pokemon Red with Betamon? Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I do want to. So the thing is, this starter pack for Dusk has like two of my favorite Digimon of all time. So of course I want to use them, but the whole point of like a Nuzlocke run. Wait, there we go. The whole point of a Nuzlocke run is essentially to make you use Pokemon you wouldn't use before. So if I were to Nuzlocke this, I would definitely be using Digimon I hadn't used before, but I probably wasn't using them for a good reason. I didn't realize how fast Lunamon's MP goes down. Jeez. I guess it has like double speed, so it's basically attacking twice as many times as anyone else. Every time I see Tiny Blaster, I think of Elton John's Tiny Dancer. I just read the name in that tune in my head. You know, I'm pretty sure in this game, Betamon can actually digivolve into Toy Agumon. I'll have to check that when I get back to the PC at the Tamer home. Another thing that's kind of bad about this game is the fact that the Digifarm PC and the Tamer are like just basic PC where you move stuff around and digivolve stuff are two separate things. Yeah, that's true. Definitely true. Consistency is key. And I get, you know, if I'm branding my that little avatar I drew with Karamon already, I may as well keep him on my team. Like, he is one of my favorites. Even if I do throw the whole rest of the team out, I'm gonna probably end up keeping Diaboromon on the team. And I think actually Apocalypmon is in this game, so he'll probably go all the way to Apocalypmon. That's the one part of that evolutionary line that I just don't like. I think is it Apocalypmon? Apocalypmon? Whoa, wait. How am I just finding out I can do this? That's so convenient. Oh my gosh. I've been playing this game for like, I mean, not like the whole time, but like for like 10 years, I've played this game every so often. And somehow I never thought to touch the touchscreen to drag the map around. I bet it was in the instruction booklet. I bet if I read the instruction booklet, I would know I could do that. I mean, it's a feature that you're typically not going to be really using that often, but it does save you so much on that encounter rate. Because, like, if you're dragging the map around, you're like, oh, okay, I don't need to go down this dead-end alleyway route thing. Wait, did I come from this way? Well, guess I'll drag the map around and find out. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did come from that way. Yeah, this game is really bad about that. And unfortunately, because of the way all the Digimon games do their like side quests, I'm pretty sure every map in every Digimon game is designed with a ton of dead ends because they just have NPCs stand there for different quests. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I was a kid when I played this, like, for real, the last time I played it. But those dead ends just killed my mood. When my party was, like, dying and I walked into a dead end, I'd be like, oh, God fucking damn it. And then I'd want to just turn the game off because my team was going to die and I was out of healing items. And I had just taken one too many wrong turns. So I definitely see that toning that down a lot. Yeah, that feels good to be able to do this. Oh, definitely. Yeah. That actually, if this game had just been like a roguelike for the wild areas and they changed every time, I think I would have been less mad actually than like if I found a dead end, I'd be like, oh, okay, I happened to run into a dead end because they're using randomly generated maps, whatever. But because someone consciously made the decision to be like, yeah, we're going to make this map as obtrusive and frustrating as possible. And it's not even like they're that hard. It's just, it feels like a waste of time because, I don't know, they needed somewhere to set NPCs. Sure, giving me a lot of gate discs. Huh, Kotemon. I think I made the rookie mistake of attacking the guy. Yeah, 90s PC. Actually, I don't know if you've ever played a game called The Seventh Guest. It's one of those like FMV exploration-y puzzle games from the 90s. My dad had a copy of it that I played when I was younger, and there was like a map where you're in the dark, and every time you like make a wrong turn, there's a guy and he's like, feeling lonely. And that was just so annoying. They just kept reusing that same audio clip every time you made a wrong turn. Yeah. Oh crap, was I supposed to turn a... There's a pipe somewhere I was supposed to switch off. Actually, I think my, I got the D version of the Digimon 20th anniversary little keychain thing. So I think that's the one that has Dianamon's line in it. Between the two of them, Apollomon and Dianamon, or whatever the sun one's called, I think I like the moon one better. It just has a better design. I feel like I saw a pump thingy. Was it over? For some reason, Toy Agumon is like really divisive. Some people hate him, some people love him. I like the concept that it's like Agumon made of Legos. I don't understand why that bothers so many people. But I mean, hey, if you don't like a design, then you don't like a design, I guess. Oh, I wish there was just an attack option. One of the things that this game did that I do think is cool is the concept of like different types of EXP, where it's like Beast EXP or Holy EXP depending on what you defeat, and you have to like, for some Digimon, have a certain amount of like Holy EXP in order to Digivolve. I think that was kind of neat. There's a whole Blockman deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it can be like kind of janky and fun. There was a time where I think they had to... Oh no, maybe I'm thinking Battery Man. There are Blockman cards though. And it has a similar color scheme to Toy Agumon A, where it's like the primary color bricks. So it's not in the move's description, but I noticed there it is. Yeah, I think Block Dragon is the one that's banned. I was right. Yeah, there's some shenanigans with that guy. Already out of MP. again. Ugh. Alright, let's see here. This is another thing that kind of irks me, is that it's kind of hard for me to tell which one of these is actually selected, because you have the arrow pointing at one. So you think that means that that's the selected one, but no, it's the one that's big and orange. I don't know. As a kid, it threw me off a lot, and it still kind of does, honestly. Like if I'm just opening the menu, because the things aren't highlighted off the bat. You have to press A. That's like, I should just be able to press sideways then switch to the menu. I shouldn't have to press A. Where's that gosh darn water pump? Gonna wander back through the... Some of the on-hit sound effects are satisfying, like when you land a killing blow, or when you, Wait, did that move's MP cost increase, or was that a different move? Or when you get crits, it sounds nice. It feels like you landed a solid blow on your opponent. Here I was earlier, just mere minutes ago, being like, oh, I don't know why you would go for Crazy Giggle over Dark Crusher. One has paralysis. But that defense decrease is no joke. Especially early game. No, see, I feel like I definitely passed the pump for that water. Oh, you know what? If I remember, it's all the way at the start of the map, and you like go up instead of down or something like that. It is nice that you completely heal all your stats whenever you level up, because if you didn't, I feel like this game would be unbearable. Okay, that's where I spawn. Yeah. Yeah, it took me, like, as a kid, I did eventually grasp the concept of using Swords Dance. But it took me a really long time, embarrassingly long, to realize why Fake Out is such a good move. And actually, as a kid, I did use, like, mostly fire types because I thought they were just the coolest. So, yeah. When I was playing Emerald, the other thing that was really bad is that I didn't bother to look at the power of moves, so my Blaziken basically knew Blaze Kicks, Blaze Kick, and then Strength, Rock Smash, and Sky Uppercut. And when I ran out of Blaze Kick PP, I had no idea why I couldn't beat Phoebe of the Elite Four when all I had were fighting and normal type moves. I also, as a youngin', grew oddly attached to specific moves in Pokemon, so I would save like Scratch and Tackle on my starters for a really long time because I was like, well, it's gotten me this far, it's got to be a good move. And that's all the reason why every time I would go to the Battle Frontier, I'd be like, yo, why are all these trainers so much better than me? I beat all the gyms. I'm the champion of the region. Yeah. Why can't I beat these guys? Oh, gee, I don't know. Maybe because they're using competitive movesets or somewhat competitive movesets. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, the nice thing about playing DS games while streaming is that usually I have to use my phone to look at the chat, so everything's like really delayed, my responses at least, and I can see the whole chat on my screen just along the side here because my setup is not the greatest, so I just kind of have a big mess in front of me, but that's fine. I like it. I'm proud of it. Built this PC with my own hard-earned cash. Yeah, Nightshade. As a young Pokemon player, I didn't actually understand why Nightshade was such a good move. I just knew that everything that could learn it that I had was going to learn it because I liked the animation for it, and it typically did a lot of damage. It didn't occur to me that maybe I could read the move description to find out if it's good or not, or look at the base power and be like, oh, you know, maybe I should run Slash over Scratch. I don't know. Was I just blowing smoke out my ass about Kapurimon being strong, or was I thinking of a different Digimon? The Nightshade sound. Yeah. I can literally hear it in my head right now, just reading those words. I'm trying to think. There were some other moves that had like sound effects that were just like really like auditorily pleasing to me. I bet I just made a wrong turn. Yeah. What were they? There's one that got updated and I was really bummed about it. Oh no, it was extrasensory. Also, I really liked the animation and sound effect for extrasensory in Gen 3, and then when they changed it, it was like an old friend had left town. Oh, actually, I probably should have gone for Crazy Giggle there. It's so weird when just one Digimon spawns in these fights. Oh, God, another chance to use quiz. Whatever. Is it really just not this way? Oh my gosh. Ugh. Very nice. That's what I like to see. Oh, I didn't realize that the scan data actually can go over 200%. In Cyber Sleuth, those two games, it only goes up to 200. That's where it maxes out. I'm giving up the same amount of... This is where it feels like I'm not even making a choice. Like, it's gonna die either way. And they both cost the same amount of MP. I wish I could at least choose one that costs less, you know? Some of these sound effects in this game sound a lot better than I remember because I have headphones on, and then, as a kid I was just playing it with my DS cranked up to full volume. Oh, yes. I love Earthbound. I own a copy of Mother 3. Yeah. Earthbound is great. There's so little about Earthbound that I don't like. In fact, like, when I was going through like a whole game design phase I keep saying when I was younger. I mean, I'm literally only 23. I'm not that old. But like when I was in high school and stuff, a lot of my game design inspiration came from Earthbound because they just did such a great job on everything. Like the tone, the sprites, the music, the combat system, just so good. Oh, hey, I have more people in the room now. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna assume they came from Reddit, because I did make a post on Reddit about this, but thanks for stopping in. Me and Aces here are just talking about games that aren't Digimon. it's almost like, I don't want to sound like a moron, but it's almost overwhelming how many moves they give you on your version exclusive compared to everyone else in your party starting out. Just because, like, I want to go with the one that costs the least MP for all these, like, grunt fights. But at the same time, I want to go fast. See, like that, like, my first instinct is like, oh, Hydro Water costs 9 MP. I'm gonna spam that. But, like, would it be over faster if I spam Dark Crusher? I think the speed difference is likely negligible. I can spend 1 extra MP to make that fight just a little bit faster. And here's where I use Hydro Water when it doesn't matter what move I use. I'm really, I don't know, I'm looking forward to getting some like buff and debuff moves, because as explosively animated as the fights are with just attack moves, it's no fun not being able to stack effects and make my attacks do insane amounts of damage. I feel like that should have done more damage than that. I don't know. And right away, half of them have left. Well, thank you, whoever that one who decided from other sources who decided to stick around and watch. I appreciate your support. There's no way. I swear if this treasure chest isn't in the same room, I'm gonna lose my mind. Ugh. Alrighty, please be up this ladder. Please let this be a normal field trip. Oh, thank the Lord. Although I see more explorable areas. We're fine. We're fine as long as whatever the mission crap is not behind that door, or if the key is in this next area, whatever. The sad part is that, like, even with having not played this game before, like I know how this particular mission ends, but had I not played the game before, I would already know how this mission ends. I find the 3 punks who ran off, or the remaining 2, I suppose. The remaining 2 punks, they're probably being accosted by a Digimon who has no relation to what the actual evil virus affecting the city is, and they get scolded and come back, and then I get to do actual stuff. Tunnel key, yeah. So what's back here? A mission later on. What sucks is that even with my newfound ability to drag the screen around and do stuff, I wouldn't have been able to avoid that dead end. Like, I would have just walked into it and been like, okay, cool, wasted time, thanks. You know, I should have gone for a storm. Oh, no. Awesome. Very nice. I'm like, wait. Oh, dang it. Here I was like, I don't think I've been over there. Maybe there's a chest. I can grab some Digimon or whatever it's called to refill my MP. Nope. I was already over there. Actually, while I've got you captive here, Aces, how's my game audio? Is it like too quiet? Can you? Oh, Jesus. Very cool. I didn't realize that I had not been recording this section, so that's just great. Wait. Oh my god. Oh yeah. I really need some whatever the equivalent of repels in this game are, because my oh my. Yeah, if it's not enough. Oh, just jot that down. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yep, there it is. Should have been paying a little more attention there. Floyd? Hi. Okay, what the heck? Dude. Oof. Are you kidding me? All right, let's see him. Oh, nope. Guess he's not killing my Lunamon. All right. Alright, well that's two guys I don't need to worry about healing up, which is very nice. Whew. I should have healed this guy up before I started this battle. Bruh. There's no way. Alright, I've got 24 MP left. So I have... Nice. Alright, so before I end up getting myself killed, oh my gosh, am I really? That's fine, it'll heal with the next level up. Last attack until I recover. Oh, it's gonna be a hot minute there before Usagi levels up. What is the maximum percentage for scan rate? Also, how does one scan that much percentage of a creature? Like, do I know, like, its favorite food or something? Is that, like, when I have a, like, over 100% scan, when I have, like, 300% scan, how much information do I have about this Digimon? I need to... Yuck. I keep doing that. this otter get him? Okay. So where the heck is this pump? The saddest part is I don't even think that claw attack would kill that thing. Am I stubborn? Yes, I'm stubborn. I could just heal that thing's MP right now, refill it by 80, and be done with it. But I want to hold on to that item because that's the only MP restoring item I have until I finish this mission, really. Wait a second here. Stop. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Imagine. How did my party fail to flee from this thing? Well, I've already wasted MP on it, so I'm not fleeing now. And there it is. Alright, now was I... Okay. Yeah, there was no ladder there. I was not... I wasn't going crazy. Floyd? Hey, another viewer. Thanks for joining. I've definitely been in this room before. Oh boy. Maybe I should just use one of those gate discs, leave the dungeon, and come back and sort of like explore it from the beginning, so it doesn't feel like I'm walking in circles. And then I could get more MP restoring items. Alright. Yeah, nothing there. There's the... And there, the boss fight is literally up there. It's against Raramon or Raramon, or however you want to say it. So how'd the other kids get through there then? Yeah, there's them. Literally right there. Am I really about to make my... Yeah, I am. Yeah. Alright, so first things first, I'm gonna visit the tamer. Actually, am I healed just right? No, I have to actually visit the tamer home to get full healing. And voila. Just by entering this home. That bothered me a lot as a kid because I didn't know if I had to talk to something like a Nurse Joy type deal or what. Wait, is this the plaza? Is this the shop? Yeah. Equipment A. I think I will just buy consumables. That seems reasonable. I own 2 of these. These are a little bit better though. That's probably good. Alright, now to find that water valve. I could have digi-converted all the guys I have so far, but that's fine. There should be a pump. Man, I'm so used to people saying stuff into the chat. I'm a little I'm at a loss for words. Although, if you look at that art of the internet, sort of along the side of the screen, I was using a reference, but I did draw that. I'm fairly proud of it. Just like my little icon down there. And there it is. Wait. You're telling me. Ugh! So that pump I was trying to interact with earlier was actually the one I was supposed to interact with. I just didn't get the right angle for the event to trigger when I pressed A. Alright, cool. That sucks. I take it back. Digimon's the worst franchise ever. Everybody go home. No, honestly, this game just gives me more of an appreciation for Hacker's Memory. Because it almost feels like everything this game did wrong in presentation, the Cyber Sleuth / Hacker's Memory games did better. And granted, there were like, I don't want to say 10 years. It was more like probably 7. There was a lot of time between those games. So I would hope that the Cyber Sleuth games were an improvement. But like, and I'm not trying to run from all these fights solely because, one, if memory serves, the rate of fleeing is based on like your speed or whatever, and I picked the defensive pack, so our speed isn't great to begin with, and I feel like I'm gonna need this EXP because as a kid I just was constantly getting my butt whipped. Oh, okay, so I literally just went the wrong way, straight up. Great. So in the Pokemon games, a lot of my fun comes from like exploring new areas and finding new encounters and that sort of thing. But in the Digimon games, I think a lot of my fun actually just comes from digivolving, because the requirements to digivolve are so specific. Like, you need to have the right stats, you need to be at least a certain level. Sometimes you want to like DNA digivolve, so you need to have another Digimon of the right stats or the right level. And it just feels a lot more rewarding than in Pokemon, where your evolution conditions are either get to a certain level or give it an item or trade it with an item. Like they're all for the most part very simple. There's the few outliers like Inkay where you have to like hold the 3DS upside down, which I'm pretty sure they've changed since that, like they introduced that. But yeah, there's a lot more work that goes into digivolving. So when you can continually de-digivolve and re-digivolve your guys, it feels so good when you finally get what you really want. Ooh, a whopping 8 EXP from that encounter. I think I may actually have to start running from the encounters just to save the MP that I would be wasting on killing these guys. Okay, so 400 isn't the max percentage. Is it 500? What is the max percentage of scanning for Digimon? Why am I failing to flee from these guys? I really don't like Kapurimon's design. It's weird. And like, lots of Digimon designs are weird, but a lot of them are weird in a charming way. And Kapurimon isn't charming to me. I don't know. What even was it? Okay, Dark Crusher, sure. Alright, how am I getting around? Okay. Whoever designed... Like, this is the first dungeon in the game. This is the first dungeon, and it's already, like... The twists and turns are not confusing in a fun way. It's just irksome. I didn't realize it would take me this long to trudge my way through here. I was like, yeah, you know, for the first day of streaming Digimon World Dusk, I'll probably make it through, you know, like 2 of the main missions, do all the like sort of side missions leading up to the second main mission. At this rate, I'll be lucky if I make it to the side missions. Can't wait to find my way to some new music, though. This battle theme is not doing it for me. And that, like, Mountain Moon ass sound in music is... I've had enough of it. Although, you know, I have a decent amount of time before the stream ends, so I should be able to make a good amount of progress here. The oldest trick in the book. I'm getting there. Floyd, what are you doing? Okay. So, it's definitely up. Yeah, it's up there. It's gotta be. Alright, so it's definitely up here. Yeah, okay, yeah, I literally tried interacting with this pump earlier and it didn't do anything, so I just assumed I'd already gotten it. It also doesn't help that usually when you're solving puzzles, green or blue means that like you're good to go and red means it's incorrect. So it's funny that you're switching the pumps from blue to red. I'm pretty hyped to get into the actual part of the game where I start seeing cool Digimon and stuff starts happening. Like I've said already on the stream, Dawn and Dusk don't have the best stories of the Digimon games, but they're still like interesting enough and fun enough to play through. Thank you. There we go. The valve has been closed, and with that, we can move on to the boss fight. You know, for someone who enjoys the Digimon like card game, video games, and like toys and stuff, I actually don't think I've watched that much of the anime. Like, I watched the original series Adventure like as a kid. Oh, God, I made the same mistake. And I watched a little bit of O2. I read the Tamers manga, and I loved it a lot, partially because of the sort of emphasis on trading cards, but also I just thought the story was like really good. And then after that, I don't think I really watched anything until the like Kizuna and reboot stuff came out. Like I just, for whatever reason, was not super into the show. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up. Now that I actually am gonna start the boss fight really soon. Alright, that should be good for now. I swear if I see another Toy Agumon B, I won't do anything about it. I'll just swear. Hey. The fewer turns these random encounters last, the better. Oh, sweet victory. Well, there it is. Alright. Toy Agumon B. Fuck. Always a pleasure. Well, at the very least, it's not Toy Agumon. Or Kapurimon. I've seen so many flippin' Kapurimon at this point. Get this guy out of here. Alright. This should be the last encounter before the actual boss. So, cross our fingers I don't get nailed. Alright. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Are you mocking me? Did you really expect to defeat me with these skills? How dare you mock Raremon, ruler of Sunken Tunnel? I'll crush you.
And look at that. These overconfident young ones are about to learn their lesson. But wait, I'm swooping in to make sure they don't face any consequences. Ugh. He says I'll crush you all at once, but I don't get any assistance from those kids. Alright, I know I was saying earlier that this boss theme doesn't really go that hard, but after listening to the tunnel music and the random encounter music this whole time, I'm just so glad for a change of pace. And we're still early enough in the game that I can't really pull off any fun combos, so I'm just spamming my damaging moves. Although, actually, I can probably either poison or paralyze this guy, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Nice, and surprised that didn't poison him. It's almost got like a slasher vibes to it, like the music, like Psycho. All right, now I know I'm digging myself a grave by saying this here, but is it really fair to call this a boss fight? It's literally just, he's just got a lot of HP and that's it. Alright, and that should do it. No? Are you kidding me? Alright. Second time's a charm. And that should do it. And that did it. Alright. And at least it was enough EXP for it to be worth it. Huh? What am I doing here? Was I fighting with you guys? Can't be. He caught a virus. And he just is out of there. We could have beaten that guy without your help. Don't get in the way. That's the exact dialogue that the guy in Digimon World Dawn says. That's exactly what the other guy says. Except instead of saying Julie, he says Glare. So nice to know that they literally just reused the exact same dialogue for the characters. I cannot get over how cute Caramon and Tentomon's little sprites are. They're just so good. Oh, I forgot. It's the other way. Huh. And now I get to hear these punks get yelled at. If you're really interested in what they're saying right now, It's nothing important, really. I would say it gives you good characterization for, like, these guys here, except for the fact that their dialogue is literally copied and pasted from the other game. There's literally 3 other characters that not only serve the exact same roles, but have the exact same lines and character interactions. It's lazy. Mr. Lin. Kabukimon. Alright, so right off the bat, they want me to take quests. The plant one I feel like is the least likely to send me into the tunnels again. Back into the salt mine. Cool. Find an L mushroom. I'm pretty sure that's in Chip Forest, which means at the very least I can go to the map that has that awesome battle theme. But first, God, you move so slow in this game. What is the deal? Is this the Digiconvert one? Yeah. This music's alright. Alright, so literally everything I've encountered so far is I can make. I think they actually did a really good job with the background for this, the Digiconverting, for the DS. I don't know, it just looks nice. Very Toy Agumon. Is there enough room for it? No. Alright. What about... I probably could have counted the letters to find this out, but... there is enough room. Oh, I was wrong. I don't have enough data to convert Hagurumon. That's fine. I'm pretty sure I can access most of its Digivolutions with Toy Agumon B actually in this. Boom, 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 boom. Heh. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I would like it if this were a little faster. I like how in the newer games you can skip the whole generation scene. Alright, last one for that generation. Type Tank. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's see if we can actually digivolve anyone. Oh, I need more Dark EXP, but I would be able to. I'm at a high enough level. Actually, you start off at a high enough level. That's kind of odd. Oh, I like how it goes all the way back to the home menu. Yeah, that's great. 21. Well, I'm not going with Esiyanmamon. So, Kabu, not anywhere near there. And, okay, not quite there yet either. So I have to go to the Digifarm PC just to move stuff around. That's a lot of button presses. Alright, let's talk to these lads. Chippy, a Betamon. What's a farm island like? I hope it's a really nice place. Wait, what's his personality? Graceful. Wild. I'll be fine if there's lots of food. Scared. Oh, okay, cool, they literally give me nothing. But look at that, I got a little TV broadcast of those fellas up there. Yeah, actually I haven't saved this whole time. I'm gonna go ahead and... Am I gonna have to use save states? Oh, thank God. Oh! This was the... No, okay. Dark Office. Where's the Tanemon I'm supposed to meet with? I bet there's a way to view that. Plus, yeah. Dark Square. Okay, don't tell me to talk to Tanemon in Dark Square and then have a different Tanemon in Dark Square for an entirely different purpose. I want to eat an mushroom. Don't tell anyone. Yeah. These horns are too much. It's so jaunty. Oh yeah, right off the bat, you can bet your butt I will be using Lopmon for sure. Wait, is this battle theme different than the one in the tunnel? Novice cloak. Oh, yeah, I forgot equipment's a thing. Who needs defense the most? Well, probably Lunamon, realistically. But... I'm actually gonna give it to Caramon. What's a sanity core? I feel like that should actually go to Lunamon, just because it would be really bad if she started attacking the rest of my party right now. We're getting there. Hey, another viewer, thanks for joining. We're just trying to find an L mushroom right now for Tanemon. Okay, I don't know what it is about Mushroomon, but I absolutely just hate this guy's design. And like, objectively speaking, it's not bad. I just don't like it. And I can't really put my finger on why. You like, if you knew me personally, you would know that I love nasty little creatures like that guy. But I just don't like him. Got to take all of 2 steps before I got another encounter. That's always great. Oh, and of course, I'm already forgetting the fact that I can drag the screen around to look before I just walk. That'll save me so much. Of course, I have literally... Wait. What? Okay, so I don't want to go up there. But what? Where else is there to go? Because those warp panels, 100%, no exceptions, always lead back to the city. Have a new move option that for once costs less MP than all the other moves, which will actually be very very helpful on Caramon. It'll just feel so much better. Alright, so that means somewhere on this map, right? That's odd. That's weird. Ugh. Going for the big power plays with frothy spit. Is poop throw in this game? I feel like it isn't. I'm just gonna save the MP. Okay, so there isn't anything over here. Ooh, Gummymon. Okay, no, there literally is. There's nothing. There's no reason for me to be over there. Great. Kunemon is another Digimon that, like, it's a bug, so I would think I would like it, but there's just something about it that's not interesting to me. Maybe it's because there are just so many other bug-based Digimon that have great designs that I just don't care about Kunemon, but I don't know. I didn't even see what move that was. Hydro Water. Yeah, it's probably fine. In the 20th anniversary Digivice toys, actually, Kunemon is like the weakest thing that like you always fight when you select battle mode. I haven't hit Tiny Blaster. Oh, I did hit Tiny Blaster. Cool. Okay, this is weird. I feel like somehow the map changed from where I first like teleported in. I'm really excited for Digimon Survive. When that comes out, I think that's pretty much going to be all I do until I beat it at least once. Maybe even multiple times, since it's like a visual novel with like multiple endings and stuff like that. If Super Shocker doesn't kill it, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. I won't even... Alright, well, there it is. I'm a little disappointed. Yeah, I don't know, like, if I didn't see the first Digimon movie, the US version, if I would like Terriermon and Lopmon as much as I do, because they're very cute designs, and their evolutions, for the most part, have some good designs. But I guess, like, if I hadn't seen them at such a young age and sort of like latched onto them in my mind, I don't think I like them as much. Like, I didn't like Caramon that much as a kid. I thought it was cool, but I also thought he was like kind of scary, I guess. But nowadays, I'm just like, Caramon, that's like my favorite Digimon. You might have guessed that. I don't know. Okay, actually, I should stop killing the Kokomons and the Gummymons if they're the only thing that spawns. Oh, here we go. Here's another example. I was discussing this earlier in the stream. The localization team for these games, Dawn and Dusk, I feel like did a very bad job, because Goblinmon, as he's called in every other Western release of Digimon, is called Gobudimon here. Which, I mean, if you know katakana or whatever, that's fine, because, you know, you would understand that in Japanese this Digimon's name is Gobudimon, and then, you know, be done with it. But if you're like a kid, you're like, oh, that's a weird name. You might not even put together that it's like a bastardization of the English word goblin. Maybe you would. Maybe you're smarter than I was as a kid. Everyone told me I was a smart kid, but was I really a smart kid? Probably not that smart. Anyway, here we go. The overworld music isn't going to change, but while we're in this area, the battle music is going to whip so hard. I don't even know what's going to spawn here. Yeah, I know, I'm keeping you in suspense while I heal my Digimon's MP here. Alright. If I kill this right away, I'll be bummed, because you don't get to when the beat drops. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought this theme was so fucking cool as a kid, and I still love it. It might be another one of those Terriermon Lamon things where, like, I love it because I was exposed to it as a kid and I thought it was cool as a kid. But I mean, the things we value and stuff like that, a lot of it does come from what we were like as kids. Like, whether it's because we hated it as a kid, or we loved it as a kid, or we looked up to someone who, you know, I'm getting a little too meta for this discussion about why I like music in a Digimon game. I would love to see my farm results. I bet nothing's happening. Oh, okay. Well, I stand corrected. I didn't put Ugly into the island. Ugly's just sitting in the digibank. Oh no. Yeah, of course there's no food. I didn't. Yeah, they're hungry. When I finish this mission, I'm definitely gonna have to throw a digifarm. Tentomon. Hey, I know him. And we're back up to 2 viewers. Heck yeah. It was the power of this epic battle music that drew the new viewer in. Either of you guys feel free to say hi in the chat. I'm lonely. All right. I would really like for Tentomon to learn a new move, actually, because the 3 I have to work with are not great. And I know that traditionally Tentomon and its evolutions are more defensive than offensive. That's fine. It's not the end of the world or anything. But I just, you know, it's for this early in the game, it doesn't help to have a defensive Digimon. The sprite work in this game is so good. I would love actually to see like a demake of some of the newer games, not just newer Digimon games, like Sword and Shield. I would love to see a demake of that. I actually, when Fire Emblem Three Houses first came out, or like a little bit after it came out, there was someone on Twitter who was doing a demake of it for like using the Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem sprites, and I love those sprites. They're just so gorgeous that it was so awesome to see all of the Three Houses characters done in that style. It just tickled that nostalgia bone. I also feel like in this overworld map, they definitely should have given these sections their own theme. It just doesn't, like when you have this cool battle theme and these aesthetics, the jaunty I'm exploring a forest tune just feels wrong. Let me think. I think Darkness EXP to evolve Lunamon. Yeah, if I can get more Darkness EXP, I'm basically gonna be digivolving and then de-evolving right away. Because if you do that early game, then you're set essentially for the rest of the game. Your stats are gonna be good enough that boss fights aren't gonna give you too much trouble. Yo, I don't appreciate that. Oh, it is Demi-Dart. I was wondering about that actually for a second. That's Demi-Devimon's signature move, and for some reason, they just gave it to Lunamon to use. Really odd, now that I think about it. Oh, we gotta take a stop here and look at the top screen. See what Ken is. I wonder what that is over there. Hey, this is 100 bits. Okay, well, you can send that to Darts right now. Ugh, I hate how you have to wait for it to... 100 bits was not worth sitting still for. I think I'm actually gonna heal. Decrease that impressive defense. Otherwise, this fight's gonna... I mean, I guess I've taken it out without too much problem already, but like... to just think about having to fight these things without debuffs. You know, that might be part of why I like Caramon actually, is because he gives you your first like early game debuff when you choose this party. The first time I actually beat this game was as a kid. I was using cheats because I had gotten so frustrated that I started using my action replay to make the game easier for me. And I understand that now that part of that was just my impatience and the fact that I didn't understand that you like kind of need to Digivolve in order to make your Digimon good in the future. But I feel like I wouldn't have been as frustrated if the overall pace of this game and the menus and the dialogue and everything just wasn't so slow. What is this? Is this the L mushroom? No. Do I fight some? I think I just find the L mushroom. I don't think I have to fight anyone for it. Bum, 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 bum. It probably wouldn't surprise you to know that I really enjoy the Mega Man Battle Network series. Based on just how much I appreciate the aesthetic of this background and all that. Even this music sounds a little bit like some of the Uh-Oh Bad Things Are Happening music in Battle Network. Oh man, see now, all I had to do was mention it. Now I can't stop thinking about the music in Battle Network. It's just so good. Do I want to heal up really quick? That was a weird noise. Is that how it usually sounds? You know, one of the downsides to these sprites is that you can hardly tell that Tentomon has those tiny extra arms. Unless you're like really looking at the sprite. It kind of blends together a little bit. And that's a minor critique, because I really do think these sprites are absolutely beautiful. See, that's what I like to see. Literally nothing happening on my opponent's end because I've either lowered their stats or stats have affected them or something. That's why back when I played Pokemon competitively, I played Sylveon GX. A lot of people didn't want to play Pokemon with me because of that. I don't know if my viewer right now has played the Pokemon TCG. Oh, crush it right. But Sylveon GX, the whole deck was based around using Energy Evolution, which is an Eevee's ability to evolve as soon as you attach an energy to it, which was super good acceleration at the time, and it probably still is at this point. But then Sylveon's ability, for one fairy energy, you could search your deck for any two cards, literally any two cards. Might have even been two or three cards, I don't remember. And then shuffle your deck. So literally the whole deck was based around healing Sylveon, and using stall and control cards and stuff to prevent your opponent from literally doing anything. It is not unlike the Pac-Man strategy in Yu-Gi-Oh! That my friend Tim and I were using in our Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Duel streams. And after being on the receiving end of it, I can say I regretted. At the time I thought it was really funny, but I do regret playing such an oppressive deck, especially in a card game. Like, I never played that deck against kids, but if they had shown up to a tournament I was playing in, I would have played it against them probably for the sake of the tournament. And it's just not fun in card games to play against decks like that. And I know some people, I personally can say from experience that I enjoyed locking my opponents down and basically playing solitaire, because it made me feel like I had more control, like, in the game, and it felt fun to have control. But I think I was at a place in my life where I felt like I needed that control, and I don't feel like that anymore. I feel like I can, just play a fun aggro deck or something, and we're all good, Sorry if that got a little heady for a Digimon stream. But then again, Digimon is the franchise where, they mention God and, like, that sort of thing. So, I mean, Digimon can be pretty heady at times, I suppose. I'm hoping that Survive will be very, like, hey, and there's that L mushroom. Is there a warp thingy up here? Oh, forget this, man. Use that gate disc. Alright, it's the up. No, that's the plaza. The office is this way. Oh, I have to... Yeah, I have to give the guy the Tanemon their little mushroom for the mission to be complete, huh? I degenerated and feel lousy. Well, that's gonna be my excuse next time I call off of work. Uh-huh. Red shoe material. There's no way I can get more information on it. That's it? Clear the sunken tunnel. Okay. Oh wait, is this Dark Office? Yeah, this is. Bark and paint oil. Login Mountain. Alright, cool. Before that, I think I will go to the store and grab some supplies for my Digifarm. Is that here? No, that's equipment. Wow, okay. I didn't even get to say yes or no. I would like farm goods, thank you very much. Yes, tiny field for sure. Oh, okay, so it kicks me out. Training. What does this even... What does that train? Oh, friendship? Yeah, sure. That's cute. Oh, whoops. Modify. Can't expand the DPU or the memory. That's fine, I suppose. Can't afford any of that. I don't know if I want to commit to one of those until I know what I'm raising specifically. Alright, so we got the keychain and the tiny field. Let's see how people are doing. I'm a Digimon the Machine species. I'm ugly of Kapurimon. What kind of place is this Farm Island? Hope it'll be a comfortable place to be. Ugly's a newbie here, right? We belong to the same species, so I think we'll get along fine. Looks like the farm goods you placed have something to do with our food supply. I look forward to seeing their effects. Ugh, I had a bad dream last night. I hope I won't have a nightmare tonight. Cool. Glad to hear it. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, so we need to get bark and red something or other. both of which are found at Login Mountain. I do kind of like this map music. It reminds me of like Wii Sports Resort. We're using that same BGM I see. See, I think Hawkmon's sprite turned out really well. Very nice. Oh, okay. That's fine. You know what? We're not messing around here. I don't have the patience to make a million wrong turns. And that is why we run Tentomon for his beefy defense. Oh, Bionicle. Yo, there's a tiny field. Alright, I'll go cultivate it. Let's see how he does. Good. Very nice. Whoa. Check it out. I made some food. I'm only speaking that slowly because the text moves that slow. Alright, this is what I was talking about earlier. Something about that Patamon sprite does not sit well with me, and I don't know what it is. I think it might be the eyes. I'm actually gonna try fleeing here. I don't think it's worth the MP to kill these guys. Very nice. Alright, well, it doesn't hurt to have one of those. Oh, you know what? I missed level 13. Okay. Alright, see, I'm willing to fight them as long as there's a rookie in there, because that means I'm getting at least, let me think, at least 23 XP, which is, you know, it's not a ton, but it's enough for me to consider using my moves. and that's why I miss the basic attack function from Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, just because it made random encounter, like I would fight it. Every random encounter I wouldn't run ever, because if I just spammed attack, then I would still get EXP and it wouldn't feel like I wasted anything except maybe time. And the battles were over so quickly that it didn't feel like I was wasting any time at all. Plus it helps that I was digivolving and de-digivolving and re-digivolving so fast that I would almost always have a level 1 Digimon that could benefit from grinding like that. Ooh, an AoE attack. I think that's actually the first one I've encountered on this playthrough. Ooh. We're getting there. Okay, potential item there. Oh, I mean, it will be an item, but I mean, potentially the quest item is right there. Alright, we've got about 5 minutes left in the stream, so I just wanted to say, while I have the viewer here, I am trying to hit 50 followers by the end of the month. There's no pressure, but if you want to tell a friend about me, have them follow me, I would appreciate it. Or if you haven't followed me yourself, you know, drop me that follow. I'm a fun guy. This will probably be my main game I'll be streaming. Okay, there's the pain oil. There's one of the quest items. I'll be streaming Phasmophobia and World of Horror as well. Those are my two main games. But this is the one I'm going to try and be clearing before the 31st, which is when the official Digimon Marathon starts on my channel. RabbitDarts plays every single Digimon World game, starting with Digimon World 1, going all the way to 4. They're all basically different genres of game, so it's kind of weird. Some are action RPGs, some are traditional RPGs. All of them are thoroughly Digimon and very unique, and I'm really looking forward to it, hoping that anyone who drops in will also enjoy it. Other than that, the next time I'll be streaming will be next Monday for me. I don't really know how days of the week work for other people in different time zones. I know in the US at least, of course, it's going to be the same day, but you know, if you're watching from the UK or Asia or something like that, I know the days will be different. But for me, I will be streaming next Monday, 6:30 p.m. CST. Be there, be square. Yeah, after this battle ends, I think I'm gonna have to call it. Almost done with the quest, but that's just fine. All right, yeah. Oh, let's check the farm results. Then that'll be. All right, Bionicle's level 7. Oh, I spelled Chippy wrong. That's a K. Ha. Well, Kippy, I guess, is level 7. Ken is 7. Ugly is also level 7. Very full. Excellent job. All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in to the RabbitDarts streaming channel. Thanks for playing Digimon with me. Thanks for your support, and I hope you have a great week. Please feel free to tune in next time. As I said, Monday, 6:30 p.m. CST. And with that, have a good one.